Sleep deprivation versus 9 conditions using VMT energy analysis, a systems-based perspective, number 1286, VMT Sharp 660, March 29, 2025, Gerald C. Shu EclaireMD Foundation. Category, Chronic Complications. Abstract. Background. In his previous paper, number 1283, dated March 26, 2025, the author investigated deep vein thrombosis, DVT, risk, using 4 primary biomarkers and introduced the DVT Strain Index, DSI, defined as the DVT Strain Index, DSI, equals the quantity of 15,000 minus daily walking steps, all divided by 15,000. Inspired by this modeling approach, the author now defines a new metric to quantify insufficient sleep in relation to systemic health risks across 9 conditions. This new metric is the Sleep Deprivation Index SDI. The Sleep Deprivation Index, SDI, equals the quantity of 6.0 minus daily sleep hours, all divided by 6.0. This SDI expresses relative sleep deficiency based on a 6-hour threshold, identified by the author, for his health concerns, as the minimum required to maintain proper metabolic, cardiovascular, renal, neurological, and immunological function. An SDI of 0 or negative value indicates sufficient sleep, 6 hours or more, while an SDI of 1 reflects complete deprivation, 0 hours. The SDI is applied within both statistical correlation and VMT. Viscoplastic Material Theory, energy modeling frameworks. Pathophysiological relationships between sleep deprivation and 9 conditions. Sleep is a fundamental biological process that influences nearly all organ systems. This study examines the pathophysiological impacts of chronic sleep deprivation on 9 major health conditions, using a systems-based approach grounded in endocrinology, metabolism, neurology, and immunology. This analysis first explores biological mechanisms from pathophysiological view, then applies the viscoplastic energy model, VMT, using 11 years of the author's self-collected longitudinal data. 1. Obesity via body weight. Elevated ghrelin and suppressed leptin increase appetite and weight. 2. Obesity via visceral fat. Chronic stress and cortisol promote central fat accumulation. 3. Insulin resistance via FPG. Impaired insulin signaling elevates fasting plasma glucose. 4. Type 2 diabetes via EEG. Chronic insulin resistance and beta cell dysfunction increase EEG. 5. Cardiovascular disease, CVD, risk, increased glucose, blood pressures, cholesterols and inflammation cause vascular damage. 6. Chronic kidney disease, CKD, risk, reduced renal function and diabetic nephropathy are exacerbated by poor sleep. 7. Dementia risk, inadequate, lymphatic clearance of neurotoxins leads to cognitive decline. 8. Cancer risk, reduced immune surveillance and circadian disruption, raise malignancy risks. 9. Longevity, health age, real age, accelerated biological aging from mitochondrial damage and telomere shortening. Input dataset. The author uses SDI as a single input stressor across 9 output strains, representing his above health conditions. Average values, from 2015 to 2025, SDI score, minus 8.04, health age gap, minus 9.13 years, FPG, 103 mg per deciliter, VF percent, 13.3% weight, 170.4 pounds, BMI, 25.1, EEG, 108.8 mg per deciliter, CVD risk, 52%, CKD risk, 51%, dementia risk, 41%, cancer risk, 41%. Statistical correlations, SDI versus conditions, FPG, 88%, EEG, 81%, weight, 80%, VF percent, 79%, longevity gap, 75%, dementia, 74%, CKD, 62%, cancer, 57%, CVD, 52%. All correlations range from 52% to 88%, confirming meaningful associations between sleep deprivation and systemic health deterioration. VMT energy analyzes, longevity gap, 116, FPG, 107, VF percent, 103, weight, 100, EEG, 87, CVD, 52, CKD, 51, dementia, 41, cancer, 41. 4 biomarker ranking, FPG, VF percent, weight, EEG. 4 disease risk ranking, CVD, CKD, dementia, cancer. 3 category ranking, longevity, biomarkers, disease risks. Overall energy ranking of 9 items, longevity, FPG, VF percent, weight, EEG, CVD, CKD, dementia, cancer. Conclusion. For the author, based on his personal longitudinal data, sleep deprivation imposes a significant systemic burden, with the strongest VMT energy impact observed on longevity, followed by 4 metabolic biomarkers and 4 chronic disease risks. These findings confirm that inadequate sleep is a critical driver of accelerated aging and chronic disease development.